Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. If you don't think you have enough time to market your business, I've got your options. If I told you that I can help you be more productive and better at getting customers through the door, you'd be interested, right? It might be time to clear a spot in your day to do a little bit of learning. Close the extra tabs and cut out the distractions. No time, you say? Yeah, I kind of figured. I know that as a small business owner, you're probably trying to multitask way more than you want to right now. Just as a word of advice, I'd stop trying to multitask. It doubles the time it takes to complete tasks, doubles the number of mistakes you make, and drops your productivity by 40%. Don't believe me? Believe the statistics. I'll link to them down in the description below. But I get that you're busy and you probably don't have time to add more to your day. You gotta stop axing marketing from your to-do list though. Obviously, not marketing your business isn't an option. I'm guessing you want your business to grow. Otherwise, you'd have closed the doors already. That means you can't avoid marketing your business. Listen, there are tons of marketing myths out there. One of the killers is that you don't need to market your business. You can't survive purely on word of mouth alone. Yet, many companies think they can, which has a lot to do with the fact that 70% of businesses don't survive a decade. It's really a death wish for your business if you don't market it. Unless you want to wind up one of those 70%, you've got to start marketing your company. Learn to market your business in less time. So how do you fit marketing into your already busy schedule? For starters, if you quit multitasking, you're going to free up some time. That's going to give you a starting point to build a strong marketing strategy that'll help your business expand. In that free time, your best bet is to learn a few ways to maximize your time creating marketing content. Thankfully, there are a bunch of great ways to do just that, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Learn quick techniques to market your business faster. One of the most important things about marketing your business quickly is to understand that some exposure is better than none. While all the lead gathering pieces are something you definitely want to have long term, you got to start somewhere. That somewhere should be what we call top of the funnel content. These are initial interactions that start to engage your target market. Typically small pieces of content that begin to create early trust and value. Much of this marketing component can be done very quickly every single day. Start with some really basic stuff that can take just minutes a day. From there, learn to master the art of conversation with your social media audience. Get good enough and you can do it live. Certain things like participating in Facebook groups or sharing reviews take very little creativity on your part. That makes it perfect to do in those minutes between tasks. As you get really good at creating small pieces of content that get people talking, you can start to expand what you do. Some things you can do quickly to increase your brand awareness and market your business quickly. Post a candid workplace photo on Facebook. Share a great review of your company. Offer check-in and referral discounts. Share a link to great third-party content related to your industry. Do a Facebook live feed of something interesting or entertaining happening at the office. Share helpful, inspiring, or entertaining images and videos on Instagram. The list really goes on from there. You'll notice that most of this quick marketing revolves around social media. That's because you'll need to reach out to where your customers are already at. By itself, social media can be a great way to raise awareness. However, over the long term, you'll find yourself spending more and more time to get the same results if that's all you're doing. You'll eventually need to start expanding your marketing. Market your business more from the same content. Once it's time to expand your content, you'll want more out of it from the time you spend. That's a big deal for somebody as busy as you. Obviously, the first step is to learn to create content the best way that you can. Yes, this does involve investing some real time. Neil Patel's got some great tips to help keep the time down, but that's still a good 2 hours that you got to dedicate to making content. Clearly, you want to get as much from that as you can. Thankfully, micro content is a great, quick way to do that. You can learn to take this long form content that you're going to start producing and break it down into smaller chunks for social media. In most cases, each piece of micro content will take just minutes to make. Using the correct software, you can pre-schedule all your social content for the day, week, or month. That means you can spend fewer overall days with your content occupying space in your mind. Here's the gist of what you need to do. Examine your long-form content for standalone knowledge. Compile a list of quotes, facts, and small sections of content. Select your content format, pick what's most appropriate for your content channel. Create a stunning image or interesting video to match the content. Schedule it to post on social media with a link back to the main content. This process of breaking down marketing content is absolutely great for maximizing the work you put in. Content icon Gary Vaynerchuk put together a slide deck sharing exactly how he does this very thing to massive success. The main thing is figuring out how to stretch that main content effectively so you can get results from it. If you can, your single opportunity content expands into hundreds of opportunities. Do the hardest things first. Let me break from the marketing and content specific advice for a minute to offer some general productivity advice. If you're strapped for time so bad that you can't market your business, you need to do some things differently. It's going to apply when you start doing the things we've been discussing too. Ever heard the phrase eat a live frog in the morning? It's something Mark Twain is credited with saying. Eat a live frog every morning and nothing worse will happen the rest of the day. Obviously, Twain didn't mean one should literally eat a live frog. He was referencing the idea that you should handle your toughest tasks first thing in the morning. It would make the rest of the day a heck of a lot easier. Back then, it was based on his own behavior and experience, but now science backs the idea. Turns out that in the first 3 hours of waking up, you have better focus, more energy, more mental clarity, and greater willpower. That means you're most productive when you first wake up, even if you still need a cup of coffee to get moving. So from now on, I want you to think about the one thing you'd like to get done every single day. No, winning the lotto doesn't count. Figure out your one thing for the day and do it first. Go after guest bloggers. If you're into maximizing your time, another great option is to enlist guest writers for your blog. Guest writers can take some time to court. There's even an effective process for it. It's one of the smartest blogging strategies that we've ever talked about. One of the great things about the courting process is that it helps you get the word out about your business, so it's not wasted time. Once you've got a list of influencers that you've built relationships with, you could find out who's willing to produce content for your site. It's a great way to get exposed to a new audience. But the big thing for you is that it's a great way to get content for your blog without spending the time yourself. We've employed this idea a few times. Aside from easy content and more exposure, guest bloggers have a whole other set of experiences and input that they can offer your audience. Ultimately, they'll add a ton of value to your content that you may not be able to add on your own. Just make sure they benefit from producing content for your blog. If they don't, you'll lose them. Having others take on some of the workloads is a great way to leverage your time in your favor. Hire an agency to market your business. The most effective way to leverage your time is with dollars. If there's just no way you can spare the time to market your business, a marketing agency is your only answer. Hand off the task of promoting your brand to an experienced, reliable digital marketing expert. The right agency will handle everything for you. They should be able to handle blog content, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube video, graphic design, lead capture, email marketing, retargeting, and even your website. Yes, this avenue will certainly cost you more money than the do-it-yourself route. But the reality is that you can't afford not to market your company. If you don't find either the time or the money, your business is finished. I said that already, didn't I? Look, working with an agency doesn't have to be scary. There are some really good reasons to let the pros market your business, but the biggest benefit is the ability to get back to the other bazillion things you have to do. Marketing your business is life or death. At this point, you're well aware that you need to make marketing happen. It's time to make that decision. How do you make it happen? How do you find the time? By taking advantage of the strategies and ideas we talked about, you can get the word out about your company. But that time is the key factor. You've got to really take a look at what you're spending your time on. Sometimes what we're doing isn't productive for our companies over the long term. Sometimes we're outright wasting time. I know I'm guilty of that every now and then. Take an assessment of how you spend your time. Are you engaging in activities that are an outright waste of time? Is there anything that keeps you busy that isn't really productive? What tasks can you delegate to the rest of your team? How much can you afford to put off until the marketing is done? Where can you condense the time it takes to complete tasks? Are you in a spot where marketing needs to be outsourced? These are all questions you got to ask yourself if you're not currently marketing your own business. I can't stress enough that you need to make marketing happen. It's going to decide your business's future. That's it for this week's episode. I hope that we've provided some real insight into the value and importance of marketing your business and showed you what the real options are if you haven't got the time right now. Please take this information, apply it towards your business, start getting your marketing done so you can start seeing a higher quantity of leads come in and sales grow. If this video did provide value to you, do me a favor, subscribe and hit the like button below and leave a comment letting us know the most valuable piece of advice or any questions you have about the advice we gave. We'll see you next Friday. Have an awesome week. Ladies and gentlemen, while I still have you, I want to teach you how to take control of your marketing budget. What I have for you today is our marketing budget template. It's a completely free download that we put together that we use in-house to plan our marketing budget. Lets us know exactly what kind of money we have to spend in what areas of our marketing. We want to offer it to you so you can put it to use and start taking control of your marketing budget. All you have to do to download is visit visceralconcepts.com/YouTube marketing budget. Put in your first name, last name, and email address in the form, and we'll email you the template. You can start inputting your marketing information, planning out that budget, knowing exactly where you can spend how much, and making sure that your money is going to the most effective places in your marketing. Again, download is quick and easy. visceralconcepts.com/YouTube marketing budget. First name, last name, email address into the form. We'll email it to you, and you can put it to use right away. I encourage you, take care of your budget and make sure that you know what you can do with your marketing so you can start seeing leads come in and your revenue grow. We'll see you next Friday. Have an awesome week.